Hi everyone. 5 years ago, thinking was just a very simple idea to make English learning accessible to everybody. So we started off, in fact, at one of the most difficult times the world was facing during COVID. So in 2020, we started off doing one-on-one courses and just addressing small group of people. But today, I'm really happy to see how much we've grown as a vibrant community of learners, trainers, and mentors. What a journey it has been. And of course, this wouldn't have been possible without a strong team that backed me up. That's Aparna and Nikita. And today, looking back at our journey, I have them with me to have a small fun discussion and we've prepared some questions for each other. So let's hear what we have to say about thinking and we have to say about each other.
As always, we start with the learners, and I put up a few questions for you both to answer. So, what is the cutest moment or question that you got from a young learner?
I think one of the cutest moments that I had was with a little boy. I think he was about 8 or 9, and I was going to teach him this vocabulary amazed. And so I told him, on your birthday, how do you feel when somebody comes and gives you a gift when you don't expect? So he said, surprise. I said, do you know a word that's a little higher in vocabulary than that? He said, do you mean flabbergasted? That made me really flabbergasted. So amazed was actually a very basic vocabulary for him. So I think that was one of the
That's
cutest.
interesting, very interesting. Have you had a wow moment in a class?
All of us know Indian speakers have the error, can't able to, right? And it's just one of the most difficult things for someone to notice and to be able to correct that. But one of my recent, business English students, it was a shorter course, only about 25 classes or so, and this was one of the first things I, made him notice that this is something you keep saying. And you won't believe it, by the end of the 25 classes, he was not only able to notice it, but also correct it, which is something I've never seen in the 4 years that I've been teaching. So I think that was something that I was flabbergasted at.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah,
very,
it was
it
really
is
cool.
true. They find it very difficult to get out of that.
Yeah.
Do you find a difference in language acquisition between the Indian learners and the international students?
In India, a lot of us learn English as subject versus, outside, a lot of them actually start picking up on communicative English much later in their lives. So I think that could be definitely a huge
Contributing
difference, right?
factor. Yeah. I'm not sure about acquisition, but in the way we approach Indian learners versus international learners, I think Indian learners have the mentality of they have to be the best at whatever they do and they need to succeed like immediately, But I find international students don't put that pressure on themselves. So the first challenge for us is to get through that barrier and say, okay, it's not going to happen overnight. Be patient with it. So I think that's something I find quite different. So, what is it like working as mom and daughter duo?
I think we take the role of mom and daughter outside thinking, not in thinking, because there were a lot of times when I needed inputs as a teacher trainer that I would go to her. There were so many times with respect to operations and process, she might be clueless, but I would be the one setting things up. So I think we've kept the mom and daughter dynamics a little bit away from work, which is also the reason why it's worked well for us.
Yes,
I think.
I totally agree with that.
So if someone new joined our team tomorrow, what is like an unspoken rule or dynamic that they would notice about the way we work?
Even on Zoom calls, 5 minutes early.
Yes. Yeah. When I was writing this question, I was like, that's what my answer would be too. How has being a part of this team changed how you work or think professionally?
For me, it is a big change because I have always done face-to-face classes, and it was by her inspiration that I did the online training. And once I got into it, I actually didn't think I'd do so well with guidance from you and from Ambika. So that has really changed my outlook. I always used to ask her this question, how can I just talk to a screen? Because I was used to talking to people.
Yeah.
But now I feel this is quite comfortable sitting at home
Yeah.
and taking as many classes as possible. And to the further away from home also, we can still be of use
Right.
for these students.
Yeah. What is the one strength you admire in the other person, even me included?
Yeah. Maybe you should go first for
Okay.
this.
I think for Aparna, definitely like the fact that you don't ever think that your age is a barrier to do anything. I have, worked with only my age people or maybe slightly above, but then once you came into the picture, I'm just like, wow, so I can never stop working. Like, I have to be as cool as you are and how as driven as you are about your work and what you're passionate about. And with Ambika, I think just her brain and how it works. And I this was my first ever job, and I've just learned everything that I know about working from her and how to conduct myself professionally and everything. So I just love everything about her brain.
I think with mom, the one thing that I always look up to is her experience and the way that she gives a different perspective from a trainer's trainer, not just from the student's perspective, but as a teacher, how you need to really conduct. So I think that experience she brings in is her strength. And for you, what I've always noticed right from the day one is your presence of mind. Like, I think that is really commendable, because even in situations where we've had, things drop out in the last minute, we've stayed calm and you can think on your feet and you can actually come up with a good solution, and that really helps the team.
I found that right from day one, you've been very hardworking, very committed to what you take up, and immediate response to whatever professional message we send. Wherever you are, even if you're traveling, I'll get a message immediately and say, can I call you in 2 minutes? I'm just driving. But that commitment is there always with you, which is really, really commendable. And about my daughter, of course, she has been very focused on what she has to do. If she's decided on something, she will get it done, whatever be the personal or professional.
I agree.
She's very focused, and she has maximized her qualifications, both her marketing as well as her teaching. She's been using both together and thinking to the fullest, I think.
I think now we should move to our birthday baby. So I have some questions here about thinking for the two of you. Okay?
Okay.
What is the most unique course that we've created?
I think the course we did, which was called Namaste English, which was for Russian speakers who had like a interaction with Indian clients. So they had to learn how Indians think and how Indians work. So I think that was so interesting for us to curate and to research and come up with the course for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. How many corporate clients do you think we have worked with till date?
Probably 10.
No?
15.
Spot on.
Oh, wow. Yes.
How about academic? Like academic institutions, colleges, schools?
20.
No.
6 or 7.
7?
6.
Oh.
What is the one decision we took after attending Aarti, the psychologist Aarti's workshop in 2022, and what was our turning point after that?
Not to teach young learners?
Yes, online.
Online.
Not to teach them
Young learners.
online because we decided that it's not benefiting their brain development. It's not good for their overall growth. So that's something that was a harsh truth for us to face. But we were like, okay, that's it. We're done with this.
Young learner.
So I think that was
Yeah, I think that was a turning point for us when it came to teaching young learners, especially less than 10-year-old online.
Yeah.
We put a hard stop to it. Literally, I think from the next day we put a hard stop to it. What is the one thing we are really looking forward to in 2026?
I know the answer. Do you want to?
Creating an app?
Yes! So we're actually really happy to announce on our 5th anniversary that in 2026 we'll be looking forward to working on our thinking app, and which is going to be a little interactive, and you'll also have daily practices that you can continue doing. So this is for our students, created by our trainers. So look forward to that. We're really excited about this project as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Happy fire thinking!
Yay!